Azarel, the board chair of the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce. The Hollywood Chamber of Commerce has proudly been hosting the Walk of Fame for more than 60 years for people all over the world, and today we are going to celebrate Tim Burton! I'd now like to introduce you to our MC for the day. He is an Emmy Award-winning entertainment journalist who has interviewed industry giants around the world and all of the all-stars, and he across all media platforms. And I would like to welcome Tony Potts.
Good morning, everybody. How are you out there? A little warm? A little warm? All right, we'll get moving. Let's get this shindig moving. I'm excited to be the MC today, and as we welcome Tim Burton to the Hollywood Walk of Fame, which there's a bit of a story. It used to be via a bus ride from Burbank, am I correct, to this very store. As a kid he came. He dreamt. I saw him back there earlier looking at other masks, so things are afoot, apparently so. Before we start, let's give a big shout out to our fans tuning in around the world on our live stream with our media partner presented by Variety as well. So all your hoots and hollers are going to go all around the world. The Hollywood Walk of Fame recognizes achievement in the categories of motion pictures, radio, live theater, live performance, sports entertainment, recording, and television. Today, in the category of motion pictures, we enter Tim Burton with star number 2,788 on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Now, before we invite Tim to the stage, let me tell you a little about our honoree. Actually, this could be 47 pages, but we've tried to condense it down. Tim Burton is a director and artist widely regarded as one of cinema's most imaginative and visual filmmakers. Tim grew up in Burbank, California, just over the hill, as we just said, and attended California Institute of the Arts, CalArts, which is another over the hill in the Santa Clarita Valley, where he studied character animation. There he created his early shorts, which attracted the attention of Walt Disney Productions, as it should have, and gained him an apprenticeship at the studio. Now, while at Disney, he directed the following films: Vincent, the film adaptation of Hansel and Gretel, and Frankenweenie, who the 5-year-old boy in me still loves to say. Now, many of Tim's films, such as Ed Wood, Sleepy Hollow, Big Fish, and Alice in Wonderland, have garnered numerous Academy Awards, BAFTAs, and Golden Globe nominations and wins, cementing Tim's status as one of the greatest filmmakers of all time. Now, Tim has a dedicated following, notably for classic features such as his 1985 directorial debut and huge hit, Pee-wee's Big Adventure. The wildly invented Beetlejuice, and the action blockbusters Batman and its follow-up, Batman Returns. So the cool thing here is, though, one of Tim's probably greatest industry achievements is helping to reinvigorate the stop-motion industry, starting with his 1993 creation and cult classic, Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas, followed by 2005's Corpse Bride and 2012's Frankenweenie. Both Academy Award and BAFTA-nominated films. Arguably, however, his most beloved film is the 1990 romantic fantasy film called Edward Scissorhands, which he directed, co-wrote, and produced. Most recently, Tim has received international acclaim for his work on the hit TV series Wednesday, which my daughter last night told me she loves. She's 30 and she watches it. And his film Beetlejuice, the highly anticipated sequel to his 1988 feature Beetlejuice, which opens in cinemas nationwide this Friday. Please help me welcome to the stage our newest Walk of Famer, the one, the only, Mr. Tim Burton. So now what happens is we make you stand there for another 10 minutes. Okay. Because we have some people who love you, who want to, He's like, enough already. Our first speaker is an award-winning actress who has become a Hollywood icon for her dynamic and varied performances and for constantly challenging herself with each project. She will soon be seen reprising her iconic role as Lydia Dietz in Warner Brothers Pictures' Tim Burton film, Beetlejuice. This long-awaited sequel to the cult classic marks their fourth collaboration. Now, you've seen her in Martin Scorsese's The Age of Innocence. She is currently in production on the final season of some small series. You know, we hope it gets some traction. It's called Stranger Things. Please welcome to the stage, Walk of Famer, Winona Ryder.
So happy to be here to honor our beloved Tim, who's finally getting his star. I mean, giving him this star is sort of like pinning a medal on Mount Everest for being the tallest mountain. Tim has such a beautiful and unique understanding of the human heart. He knows the heartache of the misunderstood, the strange, and unusual. He doesn't just understand them, he celebrates them. Whether outcasts, oddballs, terrifying, or hilarious, he gives them depth, humor, and always a certain gallantry, and he gives them their dignity. His heroes are the very outcasts that he loves. So we've been traveling all over the place promoting Beetlejuice, and I have been asked so many times what it's like to work with Tim. And it's actually, to describe it, is actually kind of hard. To work with Tim is like being invited to wander through his heart and imagination. It's the ultimate cathedral and one of my most cherished and sacred places to be, and I am eternally grateful for the time that I've spent there. And on a personal note, Tim, your friendship has been such an enormous gift. When I met you, I was a weird kid. And
now you're a weird adult.
I know. You affirmed my voice. You reinforced my confidence to be myself, to go against the tides of conformity. Your creative inclusiveness showed me what true artistic collaboration looked like. And in other words, you made being a weird girl not just okay, but something to celebrate and even kind of cool. And you've carried that torch for us weirdos everywhere, making us all feel seen and valued. Congratulations. I love you so much.
Winona Ryder, everybody. Now, before we bring up our next speaker, we have a couple of friends of yours who are here.
I have friends?
To celebrate you. You have friends. You have many friends. Actor Danny DeVito is here. You guys have done, I think, you guys 4 films together? 4 films? 4, 4-ish, 5-ish. Okay, 5. Actress Monica Bellucci. Costume designer Colleen Atwood. Actor Deep Roy. All right, our next speaker, you might know who he is. He's an accomplished actor, known for his powerful performances on screen. Now, throughout his career, he has received multiple awards, including Oscars, Golden Globes, Emmys, among many others, in one of Hollywood's greatest collaborations of all time. I see you smiling there. He has worked with Tim 5 times, beginning with the beloved classic Beetlejuice. Now, their work continued on the blockbusters Batman and Batman Returns, Walt Disney Studios' Dumbo, and now Beetlejuice. Welcome, Walk of Famer, Michael Keaton.
Hi, how are you? Hey, thank you very much. Thank you very much. You have to, thank you. You have to stand there during all this. Boy, I can do that. I'm gonna do what Tim and I gotta say, respectfully do. Usually when we start a project, we see this script and we kind of go, okay. And then we start making things up. Some of this is going to be things I've said before, so bear with me. The first 2 or 3 meetings I had with Tim, I was told there's this young, talented director, and he wants to meet you for something. So I go and I have a meeting, and it was pleasant. And I left, and they said, "What did you think?" And I said, "Nice guy. I have no idea what he's talking about." And then 2 or 3 meetings that were really similar, I went home, and this time I think there were some sketches, if I'm not mistaken. And I said, I like him even more. For sure, I love this guy. I know there's something, I still have no idea what he's talking about when we were talking about Beetlejuice. But 5 movies later, and over 30 years of knowing him, I still have no idea what he's talking about. Not only do I know what he's talking about, seriously, I feel it on every movie. It's beyond shorthand. So when I hear Winona and other people use this word, weird, well, then count me in, because I feel really, really comfortable around this guy, working with him. It's just a joy. I vividly remember the first day walking on the set of Beetlejuice, and I had some ideas that I thought might work, and I was in the wardrobe and everything, and Tim hadn't even, and I had never even rehearsed anything. I remember it so clearly, and then walking on thinking, well, I hope this works, and then Tim giving me kind of a brief tour of the sets, which, to say it was... First of all, you walk in and you go, shrunken heads. Okay, shrunken heads. You go, all right. And then you see these remarkable, beautiful sets, and it didn't take me very long to feel really, really comfortable. And it's been like that ever since. It just feels good to be around art, and to be a part of it is rare. And it's an experience I get to have every time I'm on a set with Tim. I mean, when you think there were these 2 young guys, this kid from Burbank and me, really getting away with something that no one quite knew what we were doing. And then you bring into the mix the great Winona, who's as sweet as can be and talented. And my pal, Catherine, and the rest of the cast, and it just always got better. So, I'm sorry, I'm going to read here a little bit. But, the openness, Danny will tell you this, the openness that he has to creativity. A lot of times there are directors who are threatened or insecure. He's never been like that, at least in my experience. There's just an openness to ideas and creativity. So there's also this wonderful lack of pretension. In fact, in this second one, and even in the first one, Tim actually comments on the pretentiousness of some art. And you always think back and say, well, did they say that? Did they this thing of thinking outside the box or being different or being not the usual, did they say that about the surrealists and the cubists? I'm sure they did. And this guy, when it comes to film, is in that world to me. He's right there. I just want to finish here in a minute by talking about the whole Batman thing, He hands me a script and says, please read this and tell me what you think. Now, this is after Beetlejuice, after that performance, after that type of movie. And he says to the studio, I want that guy. And I'll never to this day understand this, why anyone even cared. But the uproar, you would have thought we were being invaded. It was unbelievable. The press went crazy, but he stuck by me. And the guts it took for him to make that decision will always be special to me, obviously. But also, you bet. But also, what that spawned, There are a lot of people making a lot of money out there with their superhero movies because of his choice and his vision of what those movies can be, because he changed everything. I've said it 100 times, but it's true. So, it's true. The man's a genre unto himself, and, I'll just say this. Who would have thought when I showed up that this guy from right over there in Burbank and me from this little town in Pennsylvania with these ideas would have ever created this and come to this moment? Well, I guess you and I would have thought that. So to misquote, and I don't know why I didn't say this the first day I ever walked on the set after the end of my first day shooting with a guy, to somewhat misquote Bogart from Casablanca, Tim, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship. Thanks, buddy. You're the best.
Michael Keaton, everybody. Just a few minutes more, I promise. All right, let me introduce Steve Neeson, Hollywood Chamber of Commerce President and CEO, who will make a special presentation. Steve, come on up, please.
All right.
Thank you, Tony. Welcome, Tim. My name is Steve Nissen. I'm the president and CEO of the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce. We have been administering the Walk of Fame for over 60 years. This one is particularly cool because it really brings a life full circle. Tony mentioned earlier that you used to come here, and you told me you used to come here as a kid. And now your name is going to be stuck in the sidewalk forever in front of this store. And new generations of kids will come. They'll see Tim Burton's star and this store, and they will be similarly inspired. So this is a great day for us. By the way, before I get on to the business at hand, this is being live streamed. I hope those who are watching on live stream can see and sense this is a big, boisterous crowd, so thank you, Hollywood. What you can't see is that I'm staring out at a bank of cameras in this big crowd, but the most prominent thing in my field of vision is wig stylist on duty. So I'm wondering if... I don't know if that's a message for either of us. All right. This is a street of dreams and aspirations and incredible creativity, and 2,787 stars have preceded you. We're about to add one more onto this pantheon. But in addition to being a street of incredible innovation, it's also a real place. Hollywood is a real place in the city of LA. We have shopkeepers and restaurants and people who live here and work here. We have an ambulance passing by right now. And on behalf of the city of Los Angeles and on behalf of City Council member Hugo Soto Martinez, we would like to present you, Tim, with a resolution from the city of Los Angeles. So here we go. All right. So this is really the fun part of my job. It's a ritual we get to do every time, and every time it feels special. So on behalf of the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce, I now declare today Tim Burton Day in Hollywood! The mic is yours.
Wow, thank you so much. This is very special to me because, as I said, as a child, I used to come down here from Burbank on the bus, no adults. In fact, I was young enough to think that these things were actually gravestones when I first came here. I didn't realize that John Wayne wasn't buried under that or other people. But I used to come down here and visit the Larry Edmunds bookshop and come here. And when I found out it was here, I just almost started crying because I've been coming here ever since I was a little child, and the store hasn't changed at all. And so for me, it's such an honor to have a store, but also to have it right here in front of this incredible shop, museum, toy shop, everything. So I used to spend my life here. So thank you so much, and thank everybody, all my friends, and beautiful people coming to see me. So very emotional for me, and thank you very, very much. Thank you.
Okay, here's the big moment. Are you ready to unveil the star? We're going to go down. Where do I go? We're going down. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is our great pleasure to welcome the newest Walk of Famer to the Hollywood Walk of Fame, Tim Burton.
Hi, Tim.
Look to your left. Everybody look to your left.
Get him out of here.
Thank you.
Winona
Thank you so much. What you want to thank you.
All right, so let me keep the speakers in. And you can stand on your star. Everybody straight ahead, please.
Right in the middle, guys, right here. And everybody look right here. Everybody in the middle, please. Right in the middle.
All three down low, please. Keep seats down here.
And then to the left. Where's Melanie? Melanie.
Tim, here we go, Tim. Michael.
All right, all three down low, please, down below.
And then to the left.
Thank you.
To the left. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
You see Tim. No, we need Tim solo. Tim, you gotta stay. That's your start, Tim, you know. On top of it. Yes, that's it. Hang on.
Straight ahead, everybody.
Then he made it in the picture.
There it is.
And looking to the left.
Everybody down low.
Right in the middle, guys. Right here. Right in the middle.
Tim, clear your Monica.
Tim, Monica. Darling. Touch it, Tim. Touch it.
Touch it. There we go. Mr. Burton to the right, please.
Reach down and touch it, Tim.
And then down to the left.
Yes.
Tim, to your left, sir. Tim, right in front of you, sir. And to the right, please. To your left, Tim. To your left. To the right against the wall. Tim, one time right in front of you, sir. Looking up that smile. Thank you.
Thank you all so much.
Thank you, Tim.
Thank you very much.
Very good. Tim and Monica? Right here, guys?
I ain't new it.
Okay, got it?
It's a good spot. Thanks.